having Bash and more importantly having the Nether Strike just gives you a bit of extra lockdown for the Lycan, but I think, yeah, one of the big things is going to be the ability to actually hunt him.
Earthshaker, they might die diving this tower. This could go very poorly for NIP if they don't quickly get the kill. They lead with the Hex, but the two-hero fissure! What a play! Handsken going to go down first. G will fall, but your first blood ends up going the way of the Radiant. Sadly, that Shadow Friend not get the position. Not actually joining the fight yet, but close enough to this mid lane where he might actually look to engage. Era gonna initiate onto G, will get fissured. Remember, that's your Aegis carrier. G starting to drop low even through the Aegis. He'll get munched down by Apemother. Now Apemother gonna get caught. He'll be blown up by the Ice Blast as Era looks for that big ball in onto Y'all. The Broodmother springs the trap. They'll bring down 2 for 2 with an Aegis also expended. Now Sealkid on the run. Can he make his way out of this one safely from the high ground? He fights against Sedoy, dust being popped in an effort to retreat. Era getting off that last overload proc, dropping the Remnant after the auto attack goes, but only now does BZZ get involved. He's looking for the jump on Sealkid. Era has to be careful not to get hit by this Omni Slash. They're going to go for it. Fissure from the low ground gets him in the end. The more costly death, losing the Aegis, dying again. They get the Shadow Fiend. Do they get the trade here? JotM being run down under the tower as the Spiderlings continue to work their magic.
He's not going to go for the siege creep. That could have been his death, but back and forth game, it seems slightly favoring VP for the most part. They're not losing too many towers. They're controlling the tempo. They're the ones kind of instigating most of these fights, which is kind of the nature, I guess, of the Shadow Fiend mech. And they're not done. They want more.
Handsken gets charged from the trees. Very well done. If Sedoy comes just straight down the lane, as we saw before, he's not able to actually close the gap, but finds the right angle to ambush that line, gets the kill, looks to get out safely now. Arrow balling in, committing a lot of his mana to jump on to Sedoy. Will get that kill. Do they get more now? Swinging around from the tree line is going to be Apemother. Echo Slam thrown out, a futile Echo, unless he's got backup, but won't have enough. BZZ being medallioned, but there's no further chase here. Once again, port here, Y'all waiting in the wings, and they're going to bring in the Juggernaut now. The charge comes out. There's no easy way to interrupt this one. Sealkid going to get caught. Now Lycan morphing. Does he look to go in on the back of this? He does! Apemother mystifyingly charges into 4. He'll get slaughtered. JotM the lone trade.
May have not been the best item choice just because he's not really putting that much pressure on the buildings, and it's something which Jug and Shadow Fiend can just kill and farm if they really
Smoke will get revealed. They're going to zip on into JotM. The Hex will be there, and G to prevent that mech pop. JotM will go down, but Era's used all his mana. He gets Omni Slash. Not worth it at all. Spirit Breaker charge was committed. They can Nether Strike Handsken. Not even needed. They just slash him into submission. NIP starting to fumble more and more of these ganks. They only get a support. Cost them a support, and again the storm.
To hold it, but probably has to buy it for the sake of the team. Either that or the Spirit Breaker.
They do get some eyes on BZZ here, but the problem is he's just not an easy solo kill. As you pointed out with the Manta. They go on G instead. They'll look to pull him back. He's got the mech. Finger was committed for this, but hardly even enough to scratch or dent his armor. Lycan coming in, trying to get to him, but he can't because Sedoy's here waiting. Era will go in with auto attacks. He can't finish off G. The healing ward keeps him healthy. It's only Sedoy that's fallen so far, actually joining the Earthshaker in the grave. So far, though, a 2 for 2 with the Aegis pop. They're going to lose Apemother as well, and now they can turn their attention back towards that storm. Era looking to zip out of here. That healing ward doing a lot of getting off in the trees. He thinks he sees an easy kill. Lion's the +1 to maybe turn it around. And especially without a BKB. It's something Sedoy will have to be careful about.
They don't have the shapeshift at top, and G just gonna man up against the Lion who just blinks in onto him. But
Era, no reactions here, so he'll just get sliced and diced. I think had his camera elsewhere, because BZZ was just running in behind him. Sedoy charging at him and had at least 2-3 seconds to ball out.
They've caught onto the Brood here. Oh, that damage on the Y'all, that's a gem on the ground, but unfortunately for Jonas, he won't be able to hold on.
So worth for VP. In the meantime, they lose the Earthshaker. 2 supports for 2 cores. Gem recovered. JotM is the ideal target to initiate on if they can find that opening on the Earthshaker. The Dazzle Weave comes out. Blade Fury TP. No, BZZ going to cancel it and try to walk out of here. Now they blink in. They're going to Hex on him to start, but G struts forward. He gets on a Handsken with 1 auto attack. The charge. Sedoy galloping after Apemother. Both heroes moving faster than life. So far, the Earthshaker, the lone casualty. He got run down, but an Abyssal Blade from Jug will isolate and annihilate your Lycan. Now Sealkid trying to do a little bit more battle here. BZZ, will he get a bash on Era at the right moment? He will. Zips out to the sideline. BZZ, very difficult for Era to deal with, though. He'll go for this pull initiation. He has the Aegis. He's fighting on. A couple more auto attacks would finish him off. One more, they get the kill. He's godlike and he shatters. Meanwhile, G trying to deal with the base. Will the racks be exposed and finished off fully here? Looks like G able to hold the line. He wants to rotate in, but the Brood about to leave. The racks will fall. They end up getting the kill in the meantime. Sealkid almost able to cancel another TP. The rat because it's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is...
That was your... just to defend ourselves a little bit. That was a God's call.
Yeah.
He wanted that solitude. Sometimes it's good to have a little me time. Yep. Sedoy getting caught out though. Finger gonna find that Spirit Breaker. The turn comes. The Sealkid's quickly dealt with, and no Rat Dota right now. Era just waiting for his opportunity to come on in. They'll get the Earthshaker once again picked off, this time by the Brood. Jonas now working on the G, and Requiem not going to accomplish too much as Era looks to retreat. Where's your Juggernaut? BZZ already used the Omni Slash, didn't get anything really accomplished with that. G now being chased out a bit. They try to turn and fight with the Satanic. He's healthy. Jonas forced to back off here in the meantime. Era and BZZ going blow for blow. Era gonna zip on out of here, has no more Hex to survive. In the end, VP come out on top. They bring down 3. Spirit Breaker by...
He doesn't have the Spiraling Army as well. So
and the tier 2s are up top amid. Actually, this might go poorly for NIP. Even through the buyback, they could maybe threaten tier 4s, but tier 3s are simply not an option as of yet. Perhaps the Brood goes top.
Yeah, JotM just solo defenses. He doesn't even have to go in because they're tier 4s. They're not... I mean, you want to keep them alive, but you take a trade of racks for like 1 tier 4 tower. That's okay. Era's also gone top though.
He could rotate top, but I think they might be worried about just losing 2-3 racks here. Top lane now the choice from VP as they continue to push their advantage. The Brood is working on tier 4 towers. There's a Glyph ready. There's an Echo Slam online. Fissure thrown out just to slow them down. They want to get 2 racks. It looks like and probably just back out after this, but already the TP cancels might come. Finger onto BZZ. He's going to get dropped. Low, not finished off. Era being bashed and controlled. Meanwhile, back in the Radiant base, there's a lot of damage done. Tier 4s have fallen. Throne exposed so far. Everyone's surviving. Era looking for these openings to jump into the fray, leaping back towards the base's NIP. Throne exposed, dropping quickly. Necrobook will bring BZZ down by quite a hefty chunk as Era barely zips out. He had the Bloodstone Suicide if needed though. G wants the tier 2s. He'll BKB for this. Requiem unwound, but he has no TP out from here. What's the plan now, G? Can he fight his way out? He's strong, but I don't know if he's this strong, gods. He brings Jonas low. Now he's hexed. The Death Requiem not enough to get these kills. Handsken will drop low to this, but it's tier 4 towers. It's 2 racks to 1 racks.
Sitting back at base, watching what was going on. They had buyback on the Juggernaut. Uh-oh, bottom lane.
Oh my goodness, JotM. It's a tough day to be an Earthshaker. No Echo Slam for you, sir. Now BZZ hexed and controlled, but there is an Abyssal Blade. Sedoy gonna charge onto Era. TPing in as Jonas. Suddenly, the entire NIP squad is in his VP base. One more zip, they get the kill. That cost them the gem. Abyssal Blade, as well as the Omni Slash coming out, but it mostly goes on to Jonas, allowing Era to retreat quite easily. Killing off the Broodmother at this point is nice, though.
If they win one more fight, they've just got 1 lane of racks to take to get Mega Creeps, which, if you get Mega Creeps, you effectively win this game, I feel.
They're getting Aegis. Now picked up on the Shadow Fiend. Cheese gonna go the way of your Jug. To be honest.
I guess this is the play. You want to defend your base, you need to be far away from your base.
Yeah, I feel like expecting NIP to just be fighting around the base, but actually, the Ice Blast coming in hot bottom lane onto Handsken, who's being charged. Jug gets vision off of this. Now Mantas, and then throws out the illusions, trying to juke out that Hex, and then he's bashed into submission. Actually, Abyssal and finished off. In the meantime, Broodmother, she's in a precarious position, tries to go on to Yo, will get the kill, now needs to just get out cleanly. Sedoy is your gem carrier, gets eyes on the Brood, and then Nether strikes her. Is there follow-up? Fissure, off the mark, gets off the BKB, but just gets laid into nonetheless, as Jug's Omni Slash will kill the Brood again. Buyback situation, time to check. Brood has it. Lion
Creep waves pushing out at bottom lane and also like both directions. Both teams are going high ground at bottom lane.
The 3-2-2 creep wave.
What is this 2 range creeps at bottom that Era just TP'd to?
Well, that's fortunate. And the question is, do they actually go for this? They're looking top lane, trying to take out a range Rex. Does this mean they want to come back and defend? They could be threatening Throne right now. They're not doing it. Brood gonna buy back. Can anyone on VP cancel TPs, or rather, can NIP cancel these VP TPs, or are they just gonna commit to something? Looks like they want to go all in on the Throne TP. Coming back to Jug's TP. Got canceled by Handsken. Oh no, this is trouble. Throne exposed. Are they going for it? No, they're running around for kills. Focus the throne, damn it, NIP! This is your opportunity! They will! They rat their way to victory! The Rats in Pyjamas take game 1! What a performance!
Well, line came up big in the end. That was just game-winning TP cancels from that line.
Handsken MVP right there.
No respect for that lion buyback just to cancel those TPs. Holy shit, man, that was impressive. I gotta say.
I think he like blinked into force and then just barely got off the.